Very good morning everyone. Welcome back to the another session of COA, Computer Organization and Architecture. This is the second online session of our subject. In the first video, we have discussed the block diagram of computer. You need to write that particular topic inside your book, so at the time of exam you can easily refer. Now let us begin with our today's session, lecture number 2, unit number 1. The question number 2, what is logic gates? Explain different types of logic gates which contains the weightage of 5 mark, or define logic gate and explain any two in detail which contains the weightage of 3 marks. So any of the questions may ask in the exam. At that time you need to write this particular question and you need to write according to the weightage of mark. Now see, before understanding the types of logic gate, the first question is what? That what is logic gate, right? So in digital computer, the computer means what? Which deals with digital information. That means digital computer means any computer which deals with digital information. That computer is referred as a digital computer. Now see, this particular digital information, it is in the form of binary, because our information is in the form of digital only. And when you use digital word, when your data is in the format of binary digit. So when digital computer is there, at that time your information is in the form of digital information, and digital information is again in the form of binary digits. Now see, binary information is represented by physical quantities, and that quantity is known as signals. So if definition of signal may ask in the exam, at that time you need to write that any information that is in the form of binary, that is represented by physical quantity, and that physical quantity is referred as a signals, right? So now see, these digital signals are either 0 or 1 because it is in the form of binary. So this both numbers represents binary digits, right? So let me repeat this point once again. Digital computer means any computer that work with a digital information. Now this digital information is in the form of binary digit, and this binary information which is represented by physical quantity, that is called signals. Physical quantity, that means 0 1 0 1 0 1, that language is known as physical quantity. So that are called signals. Now see, these digital signals are either 0 or 1 because our data is in the form of binary, and binary means two numbers only, bi, right? We generally use binary, bidirectional, bisections. Bi means two. When there is only two possibilities, that is called binary information, which may be in the form of either 0 or it may be in the form of 1. Now this 0 and 1 can be referred as low or high, on or off, true or false, even yes or no, right? So when there is a two number, you can represent it using low or high, on or off, true or false, yes or no, sorry, in this particular term. Any term you can use. Now digital circuits are also referred as a logical circuit. So whatever the circuit you are going to form using digital information or binary information, that circuit can be referred as a logical circuit. Why? Because using logical circuit, you have the ability to take decisions, which means they need to follow the set of logic rules. Now see, what is the set of logic rules? When you perform any task or any operations, at that time you need to follow some logic rules, like minus, minus, when you add two minus numbers, minus 2 plus minus 3. So minus minus would be plus in that case, right? So that is called set of logic rules. So if you want to perform any task, at that time some set of rules are there which you need to follow. So similarly over here, digital circuit are also referred as a logical circuit because it has the ability to take the decision, which means you need to follow the set of logic rules. So when you design any logical circuit, you need to follow the set of the logic rules. We can take the simple routine life example, that if you take admission in particular school or particular college, at that time if you want to take the admission inside one particular college or any school, you need to follow the set of the college or school. Otherwise you cannot take the admission inside that. Similarly over here, if you want to design any logical circuit, any digital circuit, compulsory you need to follow the set of logic rules. Now see, logic gates are the digital circuit constructed using diodes, transistors and resistors in such a way that their output is the result of basic logic operations. So see, these all are the internal parts of the logic gates, or we can call it as a material, right? So logical circuit can be formed using different types of diodes, transistors or resistors. So these all are the internal parts of CPU, right? You just need to write the name of that particular parts, nothing else. No need to refer diode, transistor and resistor in detail, but you just need to understand that if you want to draw any logical circuit or any logical diagram, at that time you require to have different kinds of diodes, you need to have different kinds of transistors, or you can use the resistor to form a particular circuit. Here is the definition of logic gate. A logic gate is nothing but a logic gate is an electronic circuit that manipulates, manipulate means changes, the binary information, because it is in the form of digital information. So either you can write digital information or you can write binary information. So it is nothing but it is an electronic circuit which changes the binary information or which manipulates the binary information. Now see, a gate means what? It is a block of hardware that implements the logical operations like AND or AND NOT, and based on that it produces output signals in the form of either 0 or 1. But definitely this output is again based on the data which you have inputted using input signals. So based on your input signal, it will produce output which is in the form of either 0 or it is in the form of 1. Here is the basic logic block gate. You can see that we can input the number of binary digital input signals from the left hand side of gate, but we are having only one arrow over here for the representation of binary digital output signal. Why it is so? Because our data is in the form of binary, so output would be 1, either 0 or 1, right? So the input may be any number, input signal may be of any number, but output is always 1. So over here, when I draw the basic block diagram of logic gate, there are various types of input signal. I have represented it using different types of arrows. The number of arrows I have marked over here with dots, right? In between that, we used gate, and at last, based on the gate, it will produce output in the form of binary information, and output would always be 1. Now see, there are 3 categories. You can divide your logic gates into 3 categories. Number 1, basic logic gate, universal logic gate, and exclusive logic gates. Now again, basic logic gate is divided into 3 different types: AND, OR, NOT. Universal gate is divided into 2 types: NAND and NOR. This can be pronounced as NAND. NAND means not and, not or. Third gate is called exclusive gate, which can be referred as XOR, XNOR. That means exclusive OR, exclusive NOR. So these are the 3 categories of logic gate. I would like to repeat it once again, that logic gate is divided into 3 various parts. Number 1, basic logic gates. Number 2, universal logic gate. And number 3, exclusive gates. Basic logic gate contains 3 parts: AND, OR, and NOT. Universal gate contains 2 parts: NAND and NOR. NAND means not AND and NOR means not OR. And the third part is called exclusive gate. Exclusive gate means XOR and XNOR. XOR means exclusive OR. XNOR means exclusive not OR. The functions of gate can be described as the graphical symbols, truth table, and Boolean function or algebra. So any gate contains 3 basic tasks. That means whenever we described any gate in detail, at that time we will draw the graphical symbol related with that particular gate. We will write the truth table of that particular gate, and at last we write the Boolean function or Boolean algebra related with that particular gate. Now over here we are having the list of different types of logic gates as it can be represented by the diagram also over here. Same thing I have written over here in the point wise. Now one by one, first of all we will understand the 3 types of basic logic gate. So let us start with the basic logic gate, AND. So first part of basic logic gate is AND gate. Now see, AND gate means what? When there is a 2 possibilities, say for example, like the girl will get mobile phone if her age is greater than or equals to 18 and the person is girl, or if the gender is girl, right? So in that case she will get mobile phone or she will get tablet, say for example. So what are the 2 conditions? Number 1, gender equals to girl and age is greater than or equals to 18. So if both the conditions are true, in that case only the person will get mobile phone. Consider the situation that if gender equals to male or person is male and his age is greater than or equals to 18, but in those cases he will not get mobile phone. Why? Because what is our condition? Our requirement is that that person should be female and she should her age is greater than or equals to 18. So if both the conditions are true, in that case only the output will be 1 or output will be true. In remaining cases you will not get mobile phone. So that gate is known as AND gate. I will explain these points, but before this all the points I would like to share the truth table of AND gate. Now see, the truth table can be written using 2 input AND gate or using 3 input. So for 2 input A and B, for 3 input I have taken variable A, B and C. Now see, combination, how can you write this combination? So the last variable, that means over here last input variable is B. So over here you need to write 0, 1, 0, 1 in this column. The first variable, over here our first variable is A. So 2 times 0, 2 times 1. I am going to explain how to write this particular combination of input signal. So over here we have taken 2 types of truth table. One is called 2 input variable, another is called 3 input variable. So how to write the combination over here? In the last column you need to write 0, 1, 0, 1. In the previous column 0, 0 and 1. Over here 2 input gate is there. Over here 3 input AND gate is there. So in the 3 input what you need to do? Over here 4 times 0 and 4 times 1. Right? So first of all, how you can write, how to write the combination of input number input variables like A and B. For 2 input combinations 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. When there is a 3 input AND gate, at that time you need to write 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 in the last column, 0, 0, 1, 1 in the second last column and 4, 0, 4, 1 in the previous column. In this way you need to write. Now see, consider the variable x. X is referred as the output variable, right? So over here when both the input signal are high or 1, both term you can use, either you can use high or you can use 1. So if both the input signals are high, at that time you will get high output. In the rest of the cases you will get 0 as a output or low as a output. Similarly, in this particular truth table of AND gate, when there is a 3 input, the last row, all the input is high, that means 1. So over here you will get 1. In the rest of the cases you will get 0. Right? So when there is a AND gate, at that time you need to have all the condition input signal as a high or all the conditions as a true. At that time you will get high output. In rest of the cases you will get 0 as a output. So when all the conditions are true, you will get true output. When all the conditions are high, at that time you will get high output. Now let me read out the points which are related with the AND gate, but that points are related with this truth table only. So this truth table you need to keep in the mind. so that you can write the points based on this particular truth table. Now see, AND gate has 2 or more number of input, as we have taken 2 and 3 input truth table. So you can have 2 or more number of inputs, but how many output signal are there? Only one output signal is there. From the gate also, over here, block diagram of gate also, there are number of input signals, but output would always be 1. So A, B and C variable are known as output signal, input signal, and X is referred as the output signal. So AND gate has 2 or more number of inputs, but output would be 1 in all the cases. Now see, this operation is represented by dot. That means dot is a symbol which you can refer when you work with the AND gate. So AND gate is represented by dot or absence of an operator. That means when we perform multiplication operation, right, at that time if dot is not there, at that time you can write A or B. A and B. So let me read these 2 points once again, that when you work with the AND gate, at that time there is 2 or more number of inputs and only one output signal is there. And when you use AND gate, at that time it can be represented by dot or an absence of operator. Absence of operator means in between these two input variable you do not have any operator in between. So when there is a AB or A dot B, you can understand that this particular gate is AND gate. So AND gate can be either represented by dot or it can be represented by the absence of an operator. Now see, if you want to read this particular statement, at that time you can read like X equals to A and B. Again I am going to repeat, X, this one, X equals to A dot is referred as AND, so A and B. You can read this statement in this way. Now AND gate returns X equals to 1. Now see, if you properly understand the truth table of AND gate, at that time you can easily write these 3 points. How you can write? That X is my output variable. So when the value of X is 1, if all the input signals are 1, that means A equals to 1 and B equals to 1, at that time the value of X is 1. Otherwise the value of X is 0. I want to repeat this point once again because see, we have already understand the truth table of AND gate. So from the truth table of AND gate, you can write these 3 points. Over here, you will get the value of X. X is related with the output signal. So you will get the value of X equals to 1 only when all the input signals are 1. That means A equals to 1 and B equals to 1. In rest of the cases, the value of X, that means output, is 0. In other words, you can write, if all the input signals are 1 or high, then output signal is high. Otherwise, output signal is 0 or low. So in the language of high and low also, you can write the following point. And you can see that AND gate has produce output when all the input signals are high. So this particular gate is also called all or nothing gate. This is the graphical symbol of AND gate. This particular symbol is known as AND gate. Over here I have taken 2 image of graphical symbol. Over here this is for 2 input signal, this is for 3 input signal, but output is always 1, and this is the image of AND gate, right? So I have draw the graphical symbol for 2 input values and for inputting 3 values, and this is the image of AND gate. Now see, this is the algebraic expression of AND gate. I would like to scroll down once again to show that every gate contains 3 types. Which 3 things? Graphical symbol, truth table, and Boolean function or algebra. So truth table and graphical symbol. This is the graphical symbol. This is a truth table we have already done regarding AND gate. This is the Boolean function regarding the AND gate. For 2 input variable, we can write x equals to a into b or x equals to ab. For 3 input variable, I need to take a dot b dot c or abc. Over here, abc and ab contains the absence of an operator. So when you work with the AND gate, at that time that can be represented by x equals to a dot b or x equals to ab for 2 input variables. If you work with the 3 input variables and you want to represent with the AND gate, you need to write a into b into c, or you can write abc. So this is called the AND gate, basic gate, logic gates part. Number 1, AND gate. I want to repeat this once again because our next gate is related with this particular gate only. AND gate has 2 or more number of inputs, but output signal would always be 1. AND gate is represented by dot or any absence of operator. You can either write x equals to a into b or x equals to ab. You can read the above statement as x equals to a and b. These 3 points are related with the truth table. So if you properly create the truth table, at that time you can write these points easily. AND gate returns x equals to 1 only if your all the input signals are 1. That is, a equals to 1, b equals to 1 or c equals to 1. Otherwise the value of x is 0. You can write this point in the term of high and low language. If all the input signals are high, then output is high in AND gate, otherwise output is low. And AND gate is also referred as all or nothing gate. This is the graphical symbol for 2 input AND gate. This is the graphical symbol for 3 input AND gate. The algebraic expression of AND gate can be represented by for 2 input AND gate a into b, ab, for 3 input AND gate a into b into c, abc. Over here we have the truth table for 2 input variable, for 3 input variable. Combinations I have already explained. If 2 columns are there or 2 input are there, at that time in the last column you need to write 0101, and in the column of A you need to write 0011. If 3 input AND gate is there, in the last column 0101 combination 0011 4041, right? Now how the output x is the value of x is represented over here in the AND gate. If all the input signals are high, so high means 1. So in the last case only, the value of a and b both contains 1. So the value of x is 1. In the rest of cases, the value of x is 0. Similarly, with the 3 input AND gate, we have the last row in which all the combinations are based on the value of 1. So naturally you have the value of x as a 1. In the rest of the cases you have the value of x by 0, or it can be represented by low. Now the slide of AND gate you can copy and paste it over here, and you can make the correction based on OR gate. That like AND gate, OR gate also has 2 or more number of inputs, but output signal is only 1. AND gate is represented by dot or absence of operator, but over here OR gate is represented by the plus sign. So example, x equals to a plus b. You can read the above statement as x equals to a or b. Why or? Because plus sign is over here. Now see, again these three are the points which you can write with the help of OR gate truth table, right? So let me show the truth table first. The combination remains as it is like AND gate, but OR gate is the reverse of AND gate, right? So when all the input signals are low or 0 over here, in the first case only both the values are 0, so you will get 0 as a x. In the rest of the cases, the value of x is 1. Similarly over here, in the 3 input OR gate, the first row contains all the combinations by 0. The value of A is 0, the value of B is 0, and the value of C is 0. So the value of x is my output variable. So value of x is 0. But in the rest of the cases, the value is 1 or high. So let me read out the points. Last 3 point. OR gate returns x equals to 0 only if all the input signals are 0. That means the value of A equals to 0 and B equals to 0. Otherwise, x equals to 1. So in the language of low and high, how you can write this point? If all the input signals are 0 or low, then you will get low output signal. Otherwise, output signal is high in the OR gate. And like AND gate is referred as all gate, OR gate is referred as any gate. Because if any one of the condition is true, you will get true output over here. Any one, like this, only one condition is true, you will get one output. Over here, A is true, you will get one output. If both the conditions are true, you will get one as a output. So if any of the condition is true, you will get output. So OR gate is also referred as a any gate. Now graphical symbol of OR gate can be represented by this particular sign. This is the symbol used for the two input OR gate, and this is the symbol used for 3 input OR gate. Output would always be 1, and it can be represented by x or f or any variable. But in our cases, we have taken the example of x. Now algebraic expression of OR gate. So OR gate can be represented by 2 input variable or 3 input variable, and the plus sign is used for 2 input OR gate or 3 input OR gate. So for 2 input, x equals to a plus b. For 3 input, x equals to a plus b plus c. So this is the algebraic expression for OR gate. Truth table I have already explained. Let me repeat it once again. I have taken 2 types of truth table. One is represented for 2 input OR gate, another is represented for 3 input OR gate. In the 2 input OR gate, the output variable value x value is 0 only if both the input variables value is 0. In the remaining cases, it is 1 or high. Similarly, in the 3 input OR gate, the value of x is only 0 if the value of a equals to 0, value of b equals to 0, and value of c equals to 0. In rest of the cases, the value of x is 1. So this particular gate is opposite gate of AND gate. In AND gate, you will get high output only when all the input signals are 1. In the OR gate, you will get output signal 0 if all the input signals are 0. The third basic gate is called NOT gate. NOT means reverse gate or invert gate, right? So NOT gate contains only one input signal and only one output signal. So when you draw whenever you draw NOT gate, at that time there is only one input and one output. Now the sign used for the representation of NOT gate is prime. Prime means dash, dash or bar sign. So that can be written as x equals to a dash or x equals to a bar. Now see, if you want to read the above statement, at that time you can read like x is not equals to a. X is not equals to a. This both are the signs you can use with NOT gate, or when you want to represent NOT gate, at that time either you can use a dash or a bar. Generally I will use a dash to represent NOT gate because it is easier. Now NOT gate returns x equals to 0 if input signal a equals to 0, and if the value of x is 1 means the value of a equals to 0. See over here, let me show the truth table first. See, only two possibilities are there, right? There is one input signal, one output signal. So for one input either 0 or 1. So when there is a value of a equals to 0, at that time the value of output signal x equals to 1. Similarly, in the reverse condition, if the input value, variable value a equals to 1, at that time value of x equals to 0. This is the Boolean algebra, x equals to a dash, x equals to a bar, that is used for one input NOT gate, and this is the graphical symbol of NOT gate. Over here one bubble is there when you produce output. That means if I input 0 in the a variable, at that time x contains the value of 1. So that is the opposite value of input variable. So now let me read out these 3 points. NOT gate returns x equals to 0 if input signal a equals to 1, and if x equals to 1, which means the value of a input signal equals to 0. Now if you want to write this particular point in the language of low and high, at that time if the input signal is low, the output signal is high, otherwise output is low. Here the output signal is complement or invert of input signal. That means whenever you work with the NOT gate, it produces opposite result of input. If you input 1, it will produce 0. If you input 0, it will produce 1. Right? So that particular signal is a complement or invert of input signal. So NOT gate is also called inverter gate. AND gate is called OR gate. OR gate is called any gate, and NOT gate is referred as a inverter gate. So these 3 are the parts of basic gates: AND, OR and NOT. Right? So logic gates contains 3 types. Number 1, basic logic gate, universal logic gate and exclusive logic gate. In this session we have completed basic logic gates, that means AND, OR and NOT. In our next session I will explain universal logic gates and exclusive logic gates, NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR. Right? So I hope the concept of basic logic gate is properly cleared. and I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you all.